Once there was a small, sweet child. One day, he set out to go to school. As he passed by a place where dozens of varieties of roses were blooming, the fragrance of the roses made him stop in his tracks. A strong desire arose in his heart to go closer to the roses. Slowly, he moved toward the plants and reached out to pluck a flower. Suddenly, the air was filled with a child's scream. Thorns from the rose had pricked his hand. Tiny droplets of blood appeared here and there. He was crying, and the other children and people who had gathered around him were asking why he was crying. At that moment, a man stepped forward, picked the child up in his arms and gently asked, "What happened, son? Tell me." "Uncle, something pricked my hand. Look." The child showed his hand. While soothing the child's hand, the man said, "But son, why did you go near the rose plant? Rose plants have thorns, and these are the thorns that have pricked your hand." The child, still crying, said, "Uncle, I wanted to see what a rose that smells so good looks like." Tears welled up in the uncle's eyes. He wiped the tears from the child's sightless eyes and set him down from his arms. Then he plucked a rose and placed it in the child's hand, saying, "Here, son, this is a rose." That uncle kept thinking all day about how beautiful roses are, yet they are out of reach of these innocent blind children. They cannot see the beauty of the flowers, and they cannot even enjoy touching them because roses have thorns too. One day, a friend of the uncle came to visit him, and upon noticing the uncle's sadness, he asked the reason. The uncle, recalling the incident, said, "My friend, do you know of any type of rose that doesn't have thorns, so that my blind children can play with the flowers without fear?" After several days of searching, the uncle's friend discovered such a rose. The next time he met the uncle, he gifted him a rare rose plant that had no thorns. The uncle was overjoyed and lovingly planted the rose bush in his garden. Now, the plant has started blooming, and the blind children touch the roses without fear. Their hands no longer get pricked by thorns as they enjoy the flowers.